Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew. Bad boy.
Are you ready?
I can finally say it. As it's getting hotter, as we're getting into the dog days of summer, the news is starting to heat up, man. This was coming from Bleacher Report. First and foremost, how's it going, peeps? Can't leave that out. But yes, we're getting some unofficial trade rumors for the Detroit Pistons. It's something that I've, been talking about really since Dennis Smith Jr. is coming in the league. I'm going to talk about it more in depth here, but these are 3 trades Bleacher Report thinks should be a primary target for the Detroit Pistons. It's nothing official, so it's not like we're actively going out and pursuing any of these. These is Bleacher Report went and did it through each and every single team. This is what they did for the Pistons. And you can only see 2 people here. You'd be like, well, why is that? Because the first, well, I don't know if they're ranked, but the first one we're talking about is draft picks. Anytime a team goes into a rebuild, retool, or restoring, whatever you want to call it, whatever term we're looking for, hell, it doesn't matter if you're rebuilding or not. If you're looking to trade people, you always want draft picks because those could be anything. That could be a future lottery pick. It could be the last pick in the draft, which could be just a young prospect that could be promising and can work hard and get better. So draft picks are always something teams are going to be after. But for a team like the Pistons, who really need to build through the draft, you're never going to have enough. Look at Boston, man. They have just a ton of picks still. It's good eventually. Say the Pistons go ahead, and this is a what-if scenario. They get a top 4 pick. They get the guy they want that they're going to build around. After a couple seasons, 2-3 years down the road, where they're a playoff team, but they're not good enough to be a title contender. Draft picks are something that you can keep and look to hit another superstar in the draft, or move on and look to get a superstar or a role player that can help you become even better. So it's something that I don't know if the Celtics have capitalized totally on, but they have a ton of young talent over there. So you kind of have to weigh the good with the bad with the draft picks. I will never be mad if we get any draft picks in return. I will never be mad if we don't ever trade draft picks. So that's my thought on that one. And again, these aren't ranked or anything. Let's talk about Dennis Smith Jr. as one of these options. I think that out of the whole list, this could be a really good one for the Pistons. Like I said, I watched the Mavericks. Mavericks are my second team outside of the Pistons. So when they drafted him, I watched a lot of their games, and he played really, really well for them. He had some stuff to develop on. He needs to be a better outside shooter, but he's a freak of nature. He can jump outside the gym, and he's a good scoring guard. When they traded him to the Knicks, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because it's the Knicks and they do New York Knicks things, but he almost disappeared, became non-existent. I don't know what it is about the Knicks. They ruin their players. And they have good young talent over there. A lot of people are high on Frank Ntilikina. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And Knox and Julius Randle. I mean, there's a couple guys. Trier, we talked about him coming to the Pistons. I don't know what it is about the Knicks and their young talent, but they get promising prospects and just ruin them. Kristaps, after Carmelo happened, where did he go? He got hurt, but even his numbers dipped. So I don't know what it is about the Knicks. I still think Dennis is going to be a good player going to a good team. If he comes here in Detroit, he's going to have opportunity. Again, it's the same old thing I've talked about. For the Pistons going after a young guard, you're going to have a Derrick Rose here. That could be a great mentor to Dennis. A lot of Dennis's stuff has been behind the scenes, arguments with the front office or coaches or stuff like that. You can't deny the talent. He's got the talent in the world. It's just about putting the hard work in, maturing, and really proving yourself. And if you come here to Detroit, that means 2 teams would have been giving up on you, in the Mavs and the Knicks. It would be kind of just a motivation thing. At least that's how I would be. If I was ever in a team and someone traded me, I would take it personally. Especially if I'm a young player who's only been in the league for a couple of years, especially after my rookie season when the Mavericks would have traded me. I would have had a vendetta against them. I would have been talking on everybody. I would have been motivated. I would have wanted to win. but that's just who I am. I'm a competitor. I want to win. I want to beat people. And not everyone's like that, but I hope that would be his mindset. Again, I don't know what the Knicks' plans are. I don't know if they're actively trying to move him or what they're doing. So if the Pistons got him, I would be optimistic and I'd be really pulling for him, but I just don't know what's happened to him. I really don't. Last but not least, John Collins. I don't get this one. I really don't. I don't know why Atlanta would move on from him right now, but it seems like anytime I look at trade rumors that, whether if it's Bleacher Report or fan people that, don't have any solidification to him, why his name keeps coming up. I really don't. He's an okay player. He's still a young fella, but he's really a power forward. I wouldn't go after him, to be honest with you. We really don't need a power forward unless we're looking to dump Blake somewhere somehow. He can play the 5, but defensively it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. That's why they went ahead and traded for Capella to solidify that paint and give Trae Young, Collins, and Capella to work with. I don't think Atlanta should move on from him right now. There will always be a market for him down the road. For the Pistons, it just means, Christian Wood and Sekou and Blake and Collins. That's really going small. And I mean, that's the way the league's going, but it's not like any of them are super, super great defenders, especially if we're going against people like Giannis or AD or KD, who are going to be playing the 4 at times. You're not going to have a fun time. The Pistons are going to be a bad defensive team next year. I'm already at peace with that. I really don't want to get a guy who's a power forward playing the 5 who's not going to be a rim protector. I would stay away from that one for right now. Unless they throw me something big in the trade, like a draft pick or something like that. I'm not knocking Collins out. He's a good player. It's just I don't think he'd fit here, and I don't really know what his future with this team would be. But draft picks and Dennis Smith Jr., I'm 100% for. I don't know what the Knicks would want for Dennis Smith Jr. I'm not sure what team is going to be giving us a draft pick. It would probably mean we would have to start parting ways with some of these younger core guys like Luke Kennard, Mahai Luke. I think those would probably be the people that are most likely to be traded for draft picks, because those are really the only people you're probably going to get draft picks for, to be honest with you, like good draft picks. So I don't know. Like I said, none of this stuff is really confirmed or official, or any of these teams are really shopping any of these players. But it's interesting to look at. Definitely interested in it. Let me know what you guys think about them, though, man. If there's any reason you guys would or wouldn't do these trades, let me know. And if there's any players you guys would go after, let me know. And obviously, I don't think any superstars as of right now are going to be on the trade block. But, it's only one tweet away from I don't want to be here anymore. Get me out of here. So we'll have to stay tuned for that. Leave it down in the comments, man. Instagram, Twitter, DSA members, DSA website, all in the description. Go check it out, man. The DSA website is going to be on and popping. We got so much stuff coming to it, so you guys definitely want to go check that out. Add it to your favorites, and just keep checking it out every day. There's something new on it every day. But that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and that's the bottom line, because Detroit Drew said so. Peace.